Right, we're going to focus now on the music industry because the coronavirus pandemic, of course, has seen a huge part of the music business just wiped out. All those festivals, the gigs, the tours, cancelled the world over. Earlier this week, though, artists like Elton John, Billie Eilish, Sam Smith, they did perform from their living rooms for a US fundraising concert broadcast on Fox TV. They made quite a lot of money in the process, all part of an unprecedented move online for the music business, with virtual festivals and gigs coming up over the next weeks and months. How's it going to pan out? Well, I'm joined now by Stephen Budd, who's been managing music artists and producers since the 1980s. Stephen, thanks very much for joining us. I just wonder what you make. We can look at Elton John's living room experience, and yeah, that's a great success. How far can this go, though?
Well, I think virtually the music industry is kind of moving online wholeheartedly during this period. Artists are embracing this, and they're very creative people naturally, and they're working out ways that they can be productive from their living rooms. There's an awful lot of activity happening. That was one particular online experience, but over the weekend there was the Twitch festival where artists around the globe performed for I think over 18 hours. Hundreds of artists came together. Artists are doing living room shows from their bedrooms, from their houses.
Let me put it this way, though, nonetheless, Steve, they can do these things now. There's an appetite for it now. There's a fundraising element, which, of course, people will buy into at the moment. Can you, crudely speaking, can you commercialise that, do you think?
Well, artists are going to have to find ways of generating money. Because their tours have been cancelled, festivals have been cancelled around the globe or postponed to next year. So there's a massive, massive drop of income across the music business, not just for artists, but also for artist managers, for road crew. The venues have shut. Will those venues be opening again in September? This is a big question that we have to ask ourselves. Everybody's thinking that September will be the time that this is over, but artists have got to find ways of sustaining themselves between now and then. So people are thinking up creative ways of doing that. There are ways of people being able to do shows and charge small micro fees for people to do shows. I saw one by Erykah Badu the other day where she charged $1 per show. But lots of artists are doing things. Trivium, the heavy metal band, intend to stream over 90 pre-recorded shows that they've done on their YouTube channel as live streams. There's an artist called El Divine who's going on a little virtual tour, streaming shows on different social networks and platforms every day. And a guy called Code Orange is live streaming a gig on Twitch and ended up trending on Twitter globally as a result yesterday. So you know, there's a lot of this kind of activity happening.
People out there trying to make things work, clearly. Yeah. I mean, you started life as a roadie. Will that life return, do you think, Stephen, after all this? Or really, this is so transformational, we've got to look at a different world?
Well, I think it's a mixture of both. Yes, I think that live music is going to be the thing that starts to bring people back together again. I'm involved in a music festival in South Korea at the border called the DMZ Peace Train Festival. That's scheduled to happen in June, and the Korean government are telling me that they want this to go ahead in Korea because this will be the first sort of major regrouping of people over there after coronavirus. So, you know, and the UN Global Creative Call-Out, which has been happening, the UN have put a call-out for artists to get involved in spreading the message about coronavirus. I think we're all looking at different ways to move forward in this new reality.
And we'll look out for that South Korean date as well. Steve, thanks very much indeed. Stephen Budd joining us.
Absolute pleasure.
Now, the coronavirus